Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Daniel Procopciuc.
Here he comes, the man from Moldova, Daniel Procopciuc, a multiple world champion. He is stepping up today. This is an 85-kilo title match here. This man we've seen well below that weight, but the performances that he's put in recently have set him at this level, and today he is ready for this 85-kilo title fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel's opponent hails from the great arm wrestling nation of Georgia. He is also a Georgian national champion many times over and the multiple WAAF champion of the world. Please welcome Davit Samushia.
Davit Samushia from Georgia. He is the reigning 85 East versus West champion right now. Right arm, he's going to face Daniel Procopciuc. That is, I would say on left arm, maybe the best pound-for-pound arm wrestler on the planet. Wearing his, I would say, champion's uniform. That's what you get when you are the champion.
He's looking very Russell Crowe there as he comes out.
Gladiator
style.
Gladiator style, yeah.
As the reigning 85-kilo champion of the world under the East vs. West banner, he has the right to carry that shield and helmet out.
Absolutely.
But Daniel Procopciuc stepping up the weight category tonight. Yeah. You can see the look in his eye. He's got intent. He wants to take down the bigger man. How do you see this match, Ray?
Davit Samushia can top roll if he wants to. Procopciuc wants to hook, and I believe it's going to end up in a hook. Daniel Procopciuc just went back from World Championships where he got second place in a very contested match in 75-kilo class. He's a little bit bigger today, but he is still, I would say, the smaller man. But make no mistakes, Daniel Procopciuc is the real deal. There's a reason why we keep calling him the best pound-for-pound arm wrestler maybe on the planet right now. 78 kilos for him, and where I can't find...
Samushia probably going to be much closer to the 85-kilo mark. That's
85. 85. Samushia weighed in at 85. Both of them multiple-time world champions. Procopciuc asking for a strap. He's like, Davit Samushia, no. Davit has one of the most insane hands in lower weight classes. He uses it very well, but he can sometimes, because of his hand is so strong, he cups his opponent and he kind of gets sucked into a hook.
So both guys going back for more chalk there after that first set. I'm expecting to see Davit Samushia with the offensive drives and look for Daniel Procopciuc to try to set that defensive position and work back from there. That triangulation of defense, we've seen it before where he gets that lock in place and starts to wear his opponent's rotation down and then take through center. Davit Samushia, he's going to look to just decisively take control and separate his opponent from his defense. Referee's getting them set now. Let's see where this one goes.
Don't move.
Thumbs down, hands being closed, no movement there. Here we go.
Don't move.
No. You can see the top roll coming. Yeah.
It's slip. He wants the strap. Daniel wants the strap, and Davit knows. Davit knows that Daniel wants the strap in every match.
Yeah, you can see the head down there from Procopciuc. He knows he got caught out on that one.
Yeah. You can see Daniel's setup is completely different without the strap than is with the strap, and he's very efficient getting it. Same as I would say Sasho is at getting the strap, because both of them are insane pullers inside.
So look for really high rising pressure and then a sudden dump of the wrist from Procopciuc to try to pronate. Let's see that early movement again. Referee's getting them settled.
No, knock us. Come on.
No.
Referee's grip.
Yeah. So, if you watch the official rules meeting, Engin Terzi said that this is for the arm wrestler fans. This is for arm wrestling fans. He doesn't want to see fouls. He doesn't want to see just every call to be made on fouls and just leave it like that. He wants to see the matches. This is why referees are giving some leeway for both athletes.
Ready, go!
And it's a slip. And we can go to the strap straight away. I was like, you know.
So Daniel Procopciuc getting what he wanted there with that quite an efficient slip there as well. Not getting tied up. at all. This will give him a lot of confidence. And now we're going to find out exactly who is who in terms of controlling center. Both these guys, now that they're strapped together, look for them both to come forward. David Samushia with the offensive drives and the sense of urgency, and Daniel Procopciuc looking for that defense.
Down. Okay. You? Down.
Referee's getting these straps set up. You can see both guys happy to take a deep grip. There's not a lot of movement going on, unlike when we're seeing the top rollers against the hooker both dancing around, chasing each other. These guys,
This is not.
they know
Justin
where they're
Mendoza.
going.
This is not Justin Mendoza, and that buckle played a huge part in that match. I believe in this match it plays less because both of them want to be really tight to each other. I just don't. I haven't figured out what Samushia will try to do. He kind of tries to top roll, but he gets sucked in the hook like he did with Paul Lynn.
You can see the slight, Procopciuc slightly had his wrist dumped during the application of the strap.
Go!
He does
Procopciuc
try a
tried to
top roll.
top roll.
He's tried the top roll, and Samushia has contained it completely. But you can see now, as the attempted side
so
pressure happens,
much power.
there's that classic Procopciuc defense. They're staring at each other as we speak right now, and it's Procopciuc. You have to say he's looking the goods right now. He's waiting for the error to be made before he goes on the attack. And Samushia is now regathering his thoughts and strategies. Where's this one go, Ray?
I feel it's Procopciuc. Top roll from Daniel Procopciuc. Oh my God! Look at the face of Neil Pickup in the background. Look at the face of Neil Pickup in the
He
background.
was stunned and
He was
shocked.
like, what the hell is this?
Oh,
Insane.
wow.
Insane.
The Stonewall defense. His arm just rocks.
He did that with Flash. He did that with Corey
Now, I
Miller.
think David Samushia, there came a point in that match there where he recognized that it was no longer going to be worthwhile fighting. And although the top roll looked like it opened up, I think there was a concession there as well. And he thought, I'm coming back round two with a different method.
Let's see what Samushia does. Will he initiate the hook to get a little bit more on Daniel's wrist, or he will try top roll? That was absolute stonewall. I didn't expect that to happen at all. Oh.
Yeah, impressive stuff from the
Yeah.
smaller man here.
Mindaugas was calling out Daniel Procopciuc. I don't know if he's ready. I don't know if he's ready. Mindaugas is strong, but this looks insane.
Yeah, very
Because
impressive
this-
opening there from the man from Moldova, Daniel Procopciuc. His ability to trust his arm and side pressure defense is phenomenal. We've seen him do it multiple times, and he's doing it tonight in this 85-kilo world title fight. It is impressive. Now, I expect David Samushia, you can see him there setting his shoulder forward. He's going to try to force the hook outside of straps. He does not want Procopciuc to get that connection and that defense involved. He wants to get it into the hook out of straps and then make it about hand and rotation and drag. Let's see if he can get that job done.
It's so hard to beat Procopciuc. His back pressure is so intense, so immense. He is probably the best pound-for-pound arm wrestler on the planet.
He's making a big case for it
Big
right
case
now.
for it. His
That
left
opening
is,
round, wow.
and I know his left is like even more ridiculous than his right, and this is so impressive. We see David Samushia manhandle in 3-1 Božidar Simonov. He lost to Paul Lynn, but he came back at 85 kilos. That's his class. And this is looking weird. Let's see what happens in the next rounds. I believe, again, there's going to be a strap.
Well, I think that Procopciuc wants a strap, but I don't think that David Samushia wants it. I feel like I can see
No,
his energy
he
coming
doesn't want
forward. He's going to try his best. He's got his wrist up, and he's got that deep grip. He's trying to get as far past his opponent's wrist line as possible. Going to try to initiate with that wrist flexion aggressively. He's probably going to stay forward and just try to force that hook. Let's see. Here we go.
Go!
And he's held on, but it's to no avail. Too much back pressure, as you said, Ray. And we're off the straps again. What adjustments? If you're in his corner right now, after what you saw in round one, what are you telling David Samushia?
You either have to get higher or you have to get deeper on his wrist. Because the thing that is moving for Procopciuc sometimes is the wrist. And you have to hit to the side. You cannot stay in the center with him. As soon as it stays in neutral position or in winning position, you're done. He has so much back pressure, side pressure, all the pressures you have in arm wrestling. He has it all. He's
We can see the depth there from
Insane.
David. He's gone low and he's gone deep. He's gone way past the thumb of his opponent. So he really doesn't want Procopciuc to get that dragging top roll defense in place again. He wants to force Procopciuc into the hook, to have to make it a supinated battle. Procopciuc probably happy to just go where he went in round one.
Davit needs to be more aggressive with his top roll with his hand if he sees that as an option, because 2021 World Championship, Procopciuc had an absolute war with Oleg Cherkassov, and that's the one way you can get him there.
Here we go, round two about to be underway. It looks like it's going to be a similar strategy.
Yes,
and
way
good
better.
Start from Samushia.
Way better for Samushia. Gets the position. Somehow Procopciuc still holds on.
You can see the side pressure from Davit is making inroads there.
He needs to climb. He needs to climb. He cannot stay in place.
The climbing is coming, but the pronation is still keeping Procopciuc alive in that defensive top roll. It's amazing
climbing
stuff.
back, pulling the center back every time. Every time. He's getting more of a center. See? Moved his elbow, and now as soon as he hits, he gets it back higher.
Incredibly patient defense here from Daniel Procopciuc as Davit Samushia trying to get out of the way, and it's through the fingers that is his best opportunity, but his own wrist goes now.
Gives up his
commits
wrist.
to a flop wrist. There's a smile on the face from Procopciuc, but it's Samushia actually achieving a pin.
It's a pin.
Nope. Wait for it. There's a foul called. Let's see. No,
that's a pin. Yeah, that's a pin. 1-1.
Wow, not the way we expected. Probably not the way Davit Samushia expected to get a pin tonight, but here we are, it's 1-1.
That's the one thing you can surprise your opponent. When you're both kind of stuck in the same position, you can dump your wrist and get in position, and that we saw right here. Daniel was contesting the pin, but Christo was like, no, that was a pin. There was no elbow foul. Chill, man.
Impressive stuff there. Davit Samushia back in the battle.
Problem is, he gave up his wrist, and he's going to lose that wrist again. And Daniel knows it.
So will he go to the Dave Chafee method of just commit to it now?
I think that's it looks like the best option.
Yeah. Do his best to put some inroads in, force the defensive top roll from Procopciuc, and then commit all into the flop press. Potentially being the only path left. Still smile on the face of Daniel Procopciuc as we are sitting at 1-1. He does believe that he's got the method, he's got the stop that will put ultimately more fatigue into his opponent. And take the long round format of this super match being a best of 5 tonight. But currently 1-1. Interesting stuff. Both these guys showing signs of wear and tear. They're both getting their arms worked on by their cornermen. Procopciuc, what he'd be feeling right now would be his wrist flexion, because it's been his pronator that's been dominant, but his hand has been opened a number of times in its defense. On the other side of things, Samushia, he would be feeling fatigue quite across the board. His pronation has been gassed. His wrist flexion has been gassed. This one could go anywhere from here.
Referee's grip. Referee's grip? No. Okay, then take a grip.
Round number 3. I believe same thing is going to happen. Both guys, Samushia already lost his wrist, so it will be very hard for him not to get the slip. For Daniel to not to get the slip. They're going to end up in a strap, most likely a referee's grip. And then we will see what happens. I think Daniel right now is expecting that Davit can flop wrist, and he knows it. So he will not allow it to happen. And we still haven't seen a real hook initiation from both athletes.
I'm waiting for. I was expecting this hook war tonight.
Hook war. Yeah. Should I again go down and just scream hook? In 3 different languages?
I think we might see it at some point tonight, this one, with the fatigue adding up as it is. Both these guys still have the deep hook in reserve. Neither of these two guys have got side pressure, supinated side pressure against each other yet, and I feel like we will see it at some stage. But at this point in time, it does seem like it is going to be the top roll attempt from Procopciuc and the attempt to hold on and contain from Samushia. Round 3, ref script. Here we go.
No, wrist. Don't move. Yes, I will straight. Rotate, wrist here. Wrist.
Samushia initiating more for a hook. Looks like he's initiating. He's coming way forward with his shoulder, leaning in. Arm is way lower. Let's see if he wants to. The best option for fighting Procopciuc is to fight him without the strap. In the strap, he's immoral.
Open. Yes. Open. Don't close your thumb.
Our referee's doing a fantastic job here getting these guys set in that ref script now. Look for the attempted slip from Daniel Procopciuc. Can Samushia hold on?
Ready, go!
There, great start from Samushia. What do we
Elbow
got? The
foul.
call, elbow foul.
Elbow foul.
Big aggressive commitment straight away, side pressure, dumped his wrist and was happy to even flop press out of the straps and almost gets the pin, to be honest. But the elbow foul creeps in, they'll go again.
Like we said before, East versus West is not just for athletes to figure out who's the better arm wrestler. They are for the fans. We want to bring the best matches possible, and referees are doing perfect job on showing that. They're not stopping. They're not giving fouls. They're seeing if the competitors are complying with the rules. They're gonna give an opportunity to fix them. We have right now on table Alex Gantemouros from Latvia and Christo Zelikano from Bulgaria doing fantastic job.
Okay, here we go. Ref script now. Daniel Procopciuc,
Daniel first.
Davit Samushia, 1-1. Anyone's match. Here we go.
Ready, go!
Slip.
And this
Yes.
time Samushia just says, okay, let's go.
That was really slow slip, both of them like, yeah. We see the fatigue on both arms for sure. 1-1, one elbow foul for Davit Samushia.
Now, at this point of a super match, when there's significant bullets in both men, a lot of it comes down to energy conservation. You don't want to spend it unnecessarily, and both these guys are showing signs like that.
I would think they just go for the strap. Like there's no you will not get Daniel without the strap for sure.
And there's not really any benefit to chasing him at this point. So
Exactly, because your wrist is already compromised. And by the setup of Samushia, as soon as he walked on table, he put his leg in on the pad. He's ready for a hook or side pressure move. So either it's going to be a full wrist. You see him?
Yeah, the
right
foot
there.
is up there.
It's right
there
there.
it is. Well spotted.
Yes. And Daniel is still gunning for that top roll. Very unlike him, but he is a pretty complete arm wrestler.
Let's see this side pressure drive from Samushia. Will he commit to the flop press early in this round? Referee's got them set. Here it is. Attempted hook containment.
Elbow foul for Daniel. Elbow was way over the pad.
Elbow foul.
Yeah.
And that was, to be honest, that looked good from Samushia. He had a position there where I think that the pronation of Procopciuc would have struggled, and I don't think he was getting through. That looked like a pretty sufficient stop right now.
Today, in East vs. West 5, we're using 1 centimeter bigger pads on all sides. How did that feel on table? Was it feeling different?
It does. It definitely feels different for the athlete when they step to the table. And for those athletes in the defensive position too, I do believe it gives them that little bit more room. Absolutely.
Ready, go!
There it is. That start. Good containment from Davit this time, and
Elbow foul.
another elbow foul.
Oh,
Yes.
big elbow foul. 2-1. Davit Samushia is back.
Honestly, that's a big error there from Daniel
Wow.
Procopciuc. That could potentially cost him. He tried to argue it with the referees, but it was very clear. I'm sure the replays will show it. The elbow does come well off the back. That shows that his pronation is stressed. He's panicking and he's trying to force the issue. And subsequently, cops the foul. But let's see if we get the replay. 2-1, Davit Samushia.
That was a big elbow foul. That was. I don't understand. Like, as soon as he went to the side, he pulled his elbow. Like,
There it is. You can see
clear,
it's a good
clear.
inch off the back of the
Yeah,
pad.
referees are doing good job. That's clearly way more than just illegal. Yeah, you can't do that. You just can't do that.
Now, after the first round, like when Daniel Procopciuc put on an absolute display of dominance, here we are. We're now
Pendulum
2-1.
The swing.
And the defending champ, the Russell Crowe, has the lead, and he's only 1 win away from retaining this title. You can see Procopciuc getting his finger flexion, his wrist flexion worked on. There's no doubt a lot of fatigue in there. His pronation has been his main weapon all night. Will we see the change now? Is Procopciuc about to come into a hook after this?
I hope so. Like, why am I here? That's the only reason
wanna
I came
see
to
these
Istanbul.
two
I want to
world
see
elite
these.
hookers
Yes,
go at
yes, go at it straight away. Just meet in the middle of the table. Because I was expecting Davit to be the one that will try the top roll, and it's the opposite, and it's weird. and I don't like it. But it's a great display of arm wrestling, for sure. So
here we go,
2-1.
2-1 now. David Samushia only one win away from retaining his world title here at the East vs West number 5. Daniel Procopciuc from Moldova is going to have to find a way back into this fight after looking incredibly dominant in the early stages. Will they initiate and just go straight to strap, or will they hold on and play the game a little longer? Here we go.
I feel like they're still playing the game. I don't know why, because I think Davit right now just needs the strap and just needs to keep doing what he was doing.
We might see from David an attempt to pin here. He feels like
Yes.
he potentially,
Yes.
he knows that
If he can do it,
Procopciuc's trying to slip, so he
If he
look for
can do
a
it,
flash pin
he can finish
potential.
this match fast, retain his champion title.
And there's that attempt, but the back pressure and the dumped wrist with a pronated hand gets away for Procopciuc. We're off to the strap.
Huh?
Both of them have a little fatigue on their arm. Round number 4, 2-1. Davit Samushia, the champion, is still in the lead. We see, I see that Daniel is getting a little bit nervous. He was, I think after the first round, he's like, I got this in the bag, easy day. And then 2 rounds of misfortunes. Let's see what he does. Maybe he has suffered some kind of injury or something isn't working with his hook, that he doesn't apply it right now. Because no, he's even now. David already set up his foot inside.
Yeah, he's trusting his inside game. He's ready to
Yes.
come in for that fight. It's been Procopciuc that has been, as you say, he's been running from that hook so far with that top roll attempt. But it does look like that pronation of his has run out. And interestingly, will he continue to pursue it? It's a brave move from him, given what has happened in the last couple of rounds. But it does appear that that's where he's going once again. Well, there is a deeper grip there from Procopciuc. I'll change that. He may be willing to go in this time. He's not running as much as previous rounds. We may get that wish here, Ray. Maybe hook on hook coming up. Here we go. Yes, it looks like it.
Yes,
We are
leg
going
is
in.
inside. Let's see a
here
hook
we go.
war. Finally. Took us 3 rounds to get here. 2 of the best inside pullers on the planet, under 85 kilos, going one against each other.
2 rams
Let's see.
just coming at each other with their horns right now. You can see the bone liner of Procopciuc. He's going to get
David
the
wants to
base.
stay a little bit more square up. He doesn't want to lean in that much.
Look for the base of the wrist of Procopciuc to really set in hard. Take center with that, and he's going to
Look how
defend.
low he is. Look how low he is.
He'll let his wrist be not so important. He wants to make this about side pressure. There it is. But whoa!
Wow!
Procopciuc stunned by that.
David Samushia with an easy pin.
He feels he
Easy
potentially
pin.
missed it. I'm not sure, but Samushia
3-1. Daniel Procopciuc looked incredible in round 1, and then David Samushia just took it all over.
Replays coming up. We'll get to see it.
Maybe he missed the start. Let's see, but it was clearly a pin. Absolutely, clearly a pin.
A fantastic performance from David Samushia, who came back after that first round where it was not so sure. We might get to see the full recap of the match.
That's champion's heart. That's what you do. You don't
And
just.
Here it is, that final round. Oh, back to the start where it was Procopciuc who seemingly was in so much control, top rolling and opening up the hand and looking amazing. We thought we were up for a new champion, but then it was the adjustments from Samushia with a flop press for the victory. At that point, the fatigue levels were so balanced it was still anyone's game. But then it was a lack of discipline there from Procopciuc and a double
Two
elbow
elbow fouls,
fouls costing him. But it was, you could see that his pronation was beginning to really fade. And then when he went into the hook, one-way traffic.
Easy day for David Samushia. Turns out in the end, very weird.
I was waiting for him here.
Yes, they told me to be out there for now. Sorry. Что хуй ты мешал?
All right, we'll wait for the awards ceremony as it comes up shortly, and Davit Samushia will be presented as he's retained that. Let's cross now to the onstage presenters.
All right, you good? Congratulations on your performance today. Tell me about your strategy for this match.
ვაპირებდი სევიდან გადაწევას მაჯობა სევიდან და შევეცადე ბიცეპს შემომეგო გამომივიდა კიდევაც ფიქრობ კაი ბრძოლა იყო.
So his strategy was to beat him on top roll, but he couldn't manage it, so he switched it up, went in side, and beat him in the biceps. So at the end, he thinks that it was a pretty good battle. Yes.
Very smart decision. And who would you like to pull next?
ალბათ ორგანიზატორები გადაწყვეტენ მე სად ვიქნები ბრძოლისთვის და იმის მას შო მივენდობი ორგანიზატორებს რა ორგანიზატორების გადაწყვეტილებას როგორც გადაწყვეტენ ასე მივიღებ მეც გადაწყვეტილებას.
So he's saying that no one specific in his mind right now. He's just gonna wait until the organizers will decide who will be his next challenger. Greg Tullier, You know, he's okay. He said a green light. Yeah, Greg Tullier, next opponent, green light. Yeah, so yeah, we will see.
All right, so we may be possibly going to see a future match between Davit and Craig Tullier. So congratulations to your match, Davit, and good luck at the next match.
დიდი მადლობა ყველაფერში, ცოტა აგრესია გამოვხატე ბოდის სოფტი ყველას. ხო და მადლობა ჩემს მოწინააღმდეგეს დანიელს, მართლა ძლიერი სპორტსმენია და აგრესიისთვის ცოტა უხერხულობისთვის ბოდის ვიხდი.
He just wanted to apologize because of some aggression he showed us today, and he wanted to thank to his opponent, Daniel Procopciuc. You are a really good opponent, and he respects you. And once again, he wanted just to say sorry if it was too much aggression from him. So, yeah.